All right, we are here with Voltage Games' own Max Reynolds. And what'd you do today?
I got my invite with Burning Abyss.
Yeah, cool stack in the room. Let's see it.
It's pretty sick. First of all, I want to just thank Base Lolly for helping me work with this. We really innovated it. The deck is crazy. You know, you're not really supposed to lose any games, but you know when the universe is against you, it just happens. Also, shout out to Anime Sleeves. Couldn't have done it without him. No Dark Side Dimensions this time, but so tour guide, just a starter card. You just like have to play it, and then your Malbranchers. You play a lot of TAs. You play these. You have to play 2 Barbar because of a certain card I play. I'll just leave it there to explain. Yeah. 2 Farfa. Also, you have to play 2 of 2 of this, 2 of this, 1 of this, 3 Skarm, and then this card is like the reason why the deck is good, basically. Orbital Hydrolander. It says when you have 5 monsters in your graveyard with different names, you can special summon it, and then during either player's turn, it's a quick effect. You can mill 3, and then if you don't have any monsters after that with the same name, you can destroy any card in the field. That effect doesn't target it, which is really cool. And the reason why the quantities are different, like there's 2 Farfas, because you don't want to have like 2 of these in your grave with this, and the only way to really fix your graveyard is with snow. Because you can chain this to the cost, and then a resolution, there won't be enough.
Yeah, so you get to see before you.
You can fix your pop, yeah. Also, that's why Barbar's an important to it, because he can also fix your graveyard preemptively. If you like had a Beatrice already and you had names, you could like Beatrice this, banish the names, because obviously this would like not be fast enough to chain to the Hydrolander. So that's why I went with those ratios.
Was that card really good?
Yeah, this card is insane. Every time I opened it, the game was over. Actually, like people just couldn't play it.
Right.
You like have snow with Beatrice, and then this card just pops anything. Like I don't really know what like you're supposed to do to that. And then the next turn, you're dealing 3,025, and then that's like a range where BA can just like take advantage of you and kill you the next turn. And then this is really important too because. You have to link summon for some of your combos, and obviously your Burning Abyss monsters will purposely kill themselves if you play a monster that isn't a Burning Abyss monster. So he's really important because he pairs well with. I will just play this. This is important. The Phantom Knights are like really necessary because they let you play when you have like monsters out, and obviously your other Burning Abyss monsters like don't let you play. And Fogblade's also just like absurd right now for some reason. Like not playing the deck because of Fogblade. Fogblade just happens to be there, and it's really, really good. Like if they summon Joker, like Fogblade's very like okay there, especially if you have another hand trap. It's kind of like against Zoo, where if you have like 2 hand traps that your opponent can play, so you have like Blade and then like Droll or Blade and Ash, and it's just really strong. And then there's nothing really different about the ratio here. These are really also cool with the guy because they can just banish themselves from the graveyard without any extra help, which is really good. This is also important as a 2 of instead of 1 because it just gives you a free card to banish for snow while also letting you play with your light monsters to be like normal this, and you can special your Burning Abyss monsters and nothing happens.
Yeah, and it can be an extra name. For
it's a free name. The hand traps, I won't explain Maxi. 2 Drolls and then 3 Ash. I really hate this card. This is the worst card in the deck. It's literally so bad. It's never good. I don't know why I played it. It's the fakest card. You draw it when you don't need it, or you draw it right after your opponent went off. And it's not like Maxi at all. Ash is crazy though. It's just game. Like most of the time, it's just really good. And it's just level 3, which can come up with your Phantom Knights.
So would you definitely cut the Droll going forward?
Probably cut the Drolls. Yeah, I was not a fan. 3 Twin Twisters, Foolish, and Rhoda. It's all really standard BA shit. Twin's really good in the deck, obviously. If you don't open Beatrice, you can like Skarm such a thing, and then Twin Farfa if you really need to, standard shit. And then 3 Fogblades, the only traps, because they're free. And then your other traps just come in the form of Hydrolander and Snow, basically.
So how did you deal with Pendulums and Masterpiece game 1?
Well, you just kind of grind against them until they mess up, because everyone is just really bad at this game. It's actually crazy. It's absurd how bad these people are. And like, I'm not trying to be mean, but like, it's unacceptable how bad some of these people are. I'm trying not to yell. This card also really helps you deal with Masterpiece, because if it's spell guy, you can bait them by like making a Dante or something. People will just kill the Dante. I don't really know why. Don't do that, because that's not a problem. This is the problem. It attacks over the Masterpiece. But this is also like really big. So if you like have the Breaksword play with this, where it goes to 3,000, you can like if they pop this, you can just throw this down and swing over the masterpiece. Or alternatively, if they pop the break sword, you can float back to Dark Rebellion, and then there might be a monster to help you kill over it. And then as far as like pendulum goes, it's honestly like pretty hard. It's definitely the hardest matchup if the person knows what they're doing. But Fogblade, like I said, really helps. Ash is really good. This card is, like I said, great. But the trap card can be really devastating. And one of my losses today was against Pendulum because he Omega'd a Fogblade turn 1 and then knew to just make Dweller and then just like lost from there. Which really sucked. So Pendulum's probably the hardest match. The extra deck is 1 Virgil, 1 Pilgrim, 1 Decode Talker. Should be 2 of these, not this shitty card. Literally so bad. Alex's Reasoning is terrible. You're supposed to play it for when you already have like Decode, and you don't want to give your opponent a free zone, so you like link into this. And it's just like, okay, like this is dumb. This I made a lot actually.
Every time you got D-Barrier, you
every
just
time you
went
get
right into
Barrier,
that.
you just like make this, and then for some reason I always had Fogblade with that because it was with Phantom Knights, so that was fine. I don't know. It was like okay. Beatrice, obviously, Grand Pulse. Just dealing with the scales, dealing with the trap. You have to really get rid of the trap when you're playing this Pendulum. 2 Break Swords, Dark Rebellion. I made this card. You make like more than anything because it removes itself from the extra monster zone, so you can keep if you want to like make Dante or something. Obviously 3 Dantes. 1 Levier. I didn't really make this at all. I probably would cut it. Alex told me to cut it, but I didn't listen. It just like never really came up. And then 1 Nightmare Shark. I also never made this. Most of the time, when you go to time, unlike normal BA, you're really behind on life, which is like weird. But you're not like you don't have as many free monsters coming to you. You have to like really manage your resources. So this probably isn't necessary either. You don't have like the range of like 2,000 is just going to be getting here. It's like a fucking grind. Like it's ridiculous. Like this card, this is a 33. A lot of people I killed where I'd like make this, and then have Snow Engrave. And the games are just really hard and grindy. So if you don't want to grind, and if you don't like making mistakes and losing, you probably don't play this deck. 3 Kaijus. This should probably be Godarla, but I couldn't find one. Shout out to my friend for giving it to me though. 1 Slumber, because you only play 1. Raigeki, Dark Hole. For some reason this is legal and this isn't 1. This should probably just be a 2, but whatever.
Were those cards good inside? Like all
these
those
cards,
ones?
these cards are really good. Especially against Pendulum. There's like a lot of times they just produce like a board and your Dante is not good enough. Like you can make jokes and say Dante's like great, but then he needs some help. 2 Cosmic Cyclones for Draco, and then even against Pendulum, sometimes I'd put it in going second. I felt like the person had a lot of priority on trap. 3 Anti-Spell this game. 3 Barrier. Shout out to my friends for helping me get these, and 1 Warning, which is also really good.
Was there ever any thought of maining the Cosmic Cyclones instead of the Twin Twisters?
No, I like Twin because you can discard your pieces, and like if you have Phantom Knights in your hand, you can like if you have like 2 Cloak, you can discard Boots and players.
Okay. In terms of what you played today, was it a variety or was it like
it was a lot of Pendulum. I played against what else was there? I don't know. I'm having a really hard time remembering. I played actually just Pendulum, honestly.
All Pendulum?
Like mostly Pendulum.
Pretty much. But I'm assuming the anti-spells and the D-Barriers came in handy.
Draco once happened. I dealt with Masterpiece, so it was fine. And I lost to Paleo. That was really hard. But,
okay.
Triple Reckless Greed is pretty good.
Yeah. So the last question is this deck even semi-viable in 2 weeks when the Spiral guy comes out?
Probably not. It's
Sure.
set rotation. You can't really reveal your cards, especially something if they set rotation. So.
Sure.
It was just like a one-time thing. Maybe it'll be good, if they deal with Spirals a lot. But
if the BA Link monster is kind of good, would you play it in this
probably,
deck?
yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, thanks and congratulations.
Thank you.